I think it works. Did that work? It worked. Ta-da! I look a little bit like I'm in Belmarsh. Can I just say, I'm not in I'm not locked up. I'm not in an asylum. I haven't been committed. I'm here by choice. I'm not being held against my will. This is my room. I know. It does look a bit bland, doesn't it? And look, I have just done, and I'm in Spain, I just did an epic run up the front because the hotel bar isn't open this evening. And I was like, it's Katie's Arms. Hello. Butlins. No way. Someone's asking, should I be locked up? 100%. Here's your Prime Minister. Paris is here. Bonsoir. Wait, yes, it's that. Bonsoir. We're in Spain. I'll update you. Evening. So I just had to leg it to the supermercado and get myself a bottle of Tinto. Tinto Val de... I don't know what it is, but let me tell you what it cost. This cost €3.50. So, my loves, there are a few question marks. Can we say that? Wales is here. Cape Town, oh my darlings. Shropshire, welcome. Lowestoft, I should know how to say that. Mark's told me before. Ontario, Cowtown. I totally should have come from Cowtown. Romford, Penrith. Isn't this the glorious thing? Padstow is here. Love you. Stoke-on-Trent, Florida. So please do look at the comments. Well, not comments. Listen to people who are at the pub here with you, because this is Nottingham's here, Derbyshire. This is just the joy of this thing, this pub we have. So welcome if you're new. This is our pub online. We've been going since time began, and everybody just rocks up from all over the place. Liverpool, Dorset, America, Paris, Canada's always here, South Africa, Clapham Junction, Northern Ireland. I'm going to see you soon. So everybody's here is the point. And the other point is that we laugh. We either laugh at me or with me, or you disagree with what I'm saying, or you agree with bits of it or don't agree with other bits. It doesn't matter. Like, the idea is we just €3.50. Fuck me. I was going to say take my makeup off with this. I think you're supposed to mean take your nail varnish off, aren't you? Oh, could put it on my chips. Cheers. Haven't even got my Katie's Arms wine glass. What's going on? So cheers to everybody. So I've been here in just pouring a Guinness. Oh, I say. Did you really pierce your nose? No, I just wear this when I'm away. It's just like a little nose thing. I am thinking of doing it though for my 50th. I know, no one really likes it, but I kind of do. I don't know. So I'm just around the corner from Benidorm right now, and I'm in there's a place called Albia and Altea, if you know it. So Benidorm is literally over there, and then if you come around the corner a bit, I don't think that's geographically correct, there's Albia and Altea, and that's where I am, and that's where I've been for the last week. And within, what time is it? So for me, it's 9 o'clock. For you, it's 8 o'clock, or wherever you are in the world. Within 12 hours, I will be back in the UK. So I am leaving here in a few hours to go to the airport, and then I'll be headed home. But we get to do Katie's Arms, and I've been here working all week. Am I not already 50? No, I'm not. Most people think I am, because most people thought I was 50 for about, like, when I was 30, people thought I was 50. I just had one of those faces that got old really fast. I'm not actually 50 till next year. I know. So, blah, blah, blah. Great specs. Thank you. I love these. They're posh. They're posh. They're from a posh shop. They're from Tiffany, don't you know? I know. I love them. Some people used to say that they looked like I had, you know, what did it used to be when people we used to put, what did we put? Elastoplast, didn't we? Here, to mend them. Some people say that's what I look like. What would we like to talk about? I do have a list. You sound like Joe Brand. I know. I think so too. I'm telling you, €3.50. You can't beat it. You cannot beat. Let me just say a couple things about Spain right now. You can't beat, if you're thinking of coming to Benidorm or one of the places along the way, Altea, wherever the hell I am, it's epic. So I go out for a coffee in the morning here, €1.50. Coffee, croissant, orange juice, €3.50. And I appreciate we're out of season. It's, March? It's not that busy yet. But like, if you go out for a glass of wine, it's €3. Where I'm staying was €600 for the week. So, which is a hotel on the front, like I'm looking at the sea. So I know everyone hasn't got money kicking about, but what I'm saying is, if you can go out for a coffee for €1.50, that's a really nice thing. And it's kind of shocked me because I forgot. I mean, I know how expensive it is at home, but isn't it nice to be able to go out and it not cost you like a mortgage, like to be able to get a drink for €3? You know what I mean? Your English, it's pronounced croissant. Oh, that's right. There's a thing about people who say croissant like they're really French, isn't there? The other thing I've been doing out here, so I've been working, organising, sorting out, this is my book of power for when I'm on the road. Doing that. I've been doing work for the tour, and I've been going to the gym, as you might be able to tell, and running, which has been really, really good. I needed to, like many of you, I'm sure. Say hello to us. Hello. I'm sure many of you would just love to piss off to Spain for a week. So I totally get if you're like, oh yeah, well, it's all right for you, isn't it? All right for you. We'd all like to go to Spain for a week. I know. So, but I just, when you just can't take one more grey day. That's what happened. I could not take one more grey day. So I packed my little bag and off I zipped. And I've also, the reason I came to Benidorm, this is still a secret, so I'm not allowed to tell you. But it looks like in 2025, we're trying to organise one of our weekends, but here. So for as little as money as we can, anybody that could get on a cheap flight and get here, we would all be together somewhere like this to do exactly what I've just done, which is just spend a week feeling nice. So that's also, I've been at a venue with some lovely people. God, we had a laugh. Expanding our footprint. Let's talk about Biden. Or we could talk, did I fly Ryanair? Yes, absolutely. So I flew Ryanair for, I think, 40 quid. And I haven't really spent any money while I've been here, apart from eating or having a croissant. So yeah, you can get, if you come out just before it gets busy, and I know it's not possible for everyone, but Ryanair is epic. I love it. I love everything about it. I love that you get given a seat and you know what seat you're getting. I really don't like airplanes. Which airplane is it, darlings? Where, what is it called? Is it EasyJet, where you don't get a seat and people like lose their minds? They're like, and start acting like real CSs. Right, let's talk. Shall we gossip? What's the weather like? It's been hot as hell. Did lovely Mark go with you? No. I just came alone. I really like being on the road on my own, and I just came alone. So lovely Mark's manning the fort. He's the hero. Everybody loves lovely Mark, and I you can feel all sorts of guilt if you want to, but here's my view on the matter, let me tell you. No, it's good. Here's my view on the matter. Guilt is a really, really freaking wasteful. You only have so much energy in your day, right? let us use this bottle as an example. This is as much energy as you have in your day. As a as a woman, or maybe as a guy, but as a woman, you have this much energy in your day, right? From when you get up to when you crash out, this is all your energy. And you have to decide, as a woman, how you use that energy, right? So you can use that energy beating yourself up, right? If you want. You could use that energy worrying about what someone said about you, right? You can use your energy up in your mental energy or your physical energy or whatever, emotional energy. You can use it up worrying about what Fat Brenda from HR thought of what you did. You know what I'm saying? I say that about people who work in HR all the time. I can't stand HR, can't stand anyone who works in HR. I don't think it's actually a proper job. There's probably some people here who are HR managers and lovely. So it doesn't mean, I don't mean you, do I? But in my experience, all HR people are, and I don't use that word. You can spend your time feeling guilty. You know, oh, look at me. I've got 3 teenage children and I've got a husband and 2 dogs and lovely Mark's all alone running all of that. And he's having to do the laundry and he's doing the hoovering and look at me here in Spain having a lovely time. Or you could not waste your energy on guilt, which is a useless energy anyway. What is the point of guilt? Guilt resolves nothing. There is no point being guilty about anything you've ever done, in my personal opinion. It's a waste of your emotion. Better to take, good evening Leeds, take what you would have put into being guilty, right? And this really applies to mothers, not just ones like me that piss off to Spain. Take your energy that you would have put into feeling guilty and apply it to having a good time. You know, don't do that thing where you're like, I didn't do that enough. Oh, that, you know, that other mum did that. I didn't. Oh, I didn't. Her costume wasn't as good as the other. Don't do it. You may as well stop that and just have a cup of tea. Because that whole if you beat yourself up right now, you are mental. Because the world is hard enough for you, darlings. Do you know what I mean? The world is hard enough. You have got to say to yourself, well, there's 2 ways of going about this. You can be like, today is a good day. I'm going to have a good day. Watch me have a good day. Right? That vibe, which is like, I'm going to do things that are good. I'm going to get sorted and I'm going to get my job list done. Boom. That day. Or if you need to, maybe it's a, Monday, you go, watch me. You know what I mean? That. But don't be beating yourself up. Don't be putting yourself down. I did have things I want to gossip about, but I've just gone off on one. And when I meet you and we do a selfie together, don't tell me you look fat. Don't tell me I look great, but you look dreadful. And don't say, I'm sorry to bother you. Because I'm not sorry you bothered me at all. I'm not sorry. If someone asks you for a selfie, that's a very lovely thing. And if you put yourself out there and you get the positives of being a bit known, then someone asking you for a photo is a lovely thing. So don't apologise if you ask someone for a selfie. Say, can I have a selfie? You put yourself out there, I'm going to ask you if you want a selfie. That's fine. And when we take one, don't say you look fat or ugly or that you look silly or try and rearrange yourself. And don't look at it and then put yourself down. Yes, we had a selfie together. What a laugh. Do you know what I mean? Don't be putting yourselves down. Right, let's gossip. This was going to be my analogy for guilt, right? This is what you do with guilt, ladies and gentlemen. You rip that thing up and you throw it away. Get it off. Just get it off. Right. Horner. Bloody Horner. What's he called? Christian. Formula One. So he does whatever he does, obviously looking for a bit of attention. allegedly, blah, 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 showed off like a really, really untoned chest. If a guy sent me that chest picture, which is like, I'd be like, get yourself to the gym, you lump. Christian Horner, little tiny man, little flabby, and sent his nipple because he thought his chest looked good. Christ. Anyway, did you see Jerry Halliwell? My heart. Bear in mind, my husband ran off with the secretary, so I've been there. But when he was behind her and he put his hands on her, and you could see her, if you watch it, her whole body went like that. Like, you could see it. I could feel her whole core, just tense, because she didn't want that. He put his hand there and you could see her just going, get it off me. And now they've fired the bird that he was messing about with. And I don't mean that because I love men, but like him, not our men, him. Why did she get fired? I hope she got given £1 million squillion. That. Can I just say, I'm not sort of wanting to go in. You started making farting noises to describe. Yeah, that. Imagine he had to get. Oh, I was looking for my phone to do a demo. Just realised where it is. It's like when I look for my glasses and they're on my face. He's like, yeah, look at my chest. Be like me sending a boob pic to someone. They'd be like, actually, I did send Mark the other day. I sent Mark. Why is one of my nipples is really weird. Okay, shall we get off this subject? But what's it doing? I don't know. It feels a bit weird. Anyway, we won't worry about that. So I sent lovely Mark a picture of one of my boobs the other day because I thought it was like hot. Did I tell you this already? And then I looked afterwards and I was like, oh, you sad old cow. It was a bit of a Christian Horner moment. But at least I'm not short. So, Jeremy Cunt came out for his budget, didn't he? Look at this. Olive oil cream for my body. That's why my flesh looks so moisturised. I've been moisturised by Spanish olives. I'd like to say Spanish men. No, I wouldn't like to say that. I'm married, obviously. So Jeremy Cunt comes out, doesn't he? And says, one of his first things he says is, right. So at a time of massive, tension in the UK, the Jewish people are being attacked by Muslim people. Muslim people hate the Jewish people. They're marauding around on the Tower Bridge, right? Muslims are in the street like, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Having a power moment. Sadiq Khan's like, king of my people, look at me. Ooh, king of my people at 4'2". And Jeremy Cunt comes out and goes, we're going to spend £1 million on a statue for Muslim people. Yeah, it's great. We've got the lights up, in Bond Street for Ramadan Ding Dong. Yeah, and now we're going to have a statue for Muslims as well. Yeah, lights for Ramadan Ding Dong, a Muslim statue, and at the end of Ramadan Ding Dong for Eid, we're going to have a party in Trafalgar Square. Yeah, just to really British people. Yeah, I know, I hear you. Muslims are British people, baby. Yes, I know. There is a part where you can just laugh at yourself. How long have I spent laughing at myself? If you're a Muslim and you're watching this, just chill out, have a laugh. I laugh at myself all the time. You can laugh at yourselves. You don't have to be all serious all the time. I will say, can I just say, I thought he was being complete when he came out with that £1 million thing, so it was bound to stir people up, it was bound to piss people off, and if he thinks that's what's going to kick off the civil war that's coming, not between people, but between people and the government, we're not rising to your bait, Jeremy Cunt. No. We'll be doing that on our own time, thank you, when we decide we're ready and we're prepared. Did you hear also about Birmingham? So Birmingham spent 25 grand on a statue of a woman in a what are they called? Hijab. So Birmingham spent 25 grand on a statue of a woman in a hijab. I'm not, no offence to the lady, but, not going to make a runway anytime soon. Just saying. Can I just say this is all I've drunk? Just before people do that thing about she's drunk. Because no one can understand a strong woman that speaks her own mind, so they have to pretend she's drunk. Like Formula One. Get rid of the woman, she's obviously the problem, not the little who's been sending pictures of his flabby, tiny tits to people. Anyway, Birmingham spent 25 grand on a statue of a woman in a hijab. Sorry about that. And, but the brilliant thing is, Birmingham Council have now gone bankrupt, right? And they're not going to fire anyone. That's always the thing, isn't it? Don't fire the CEO. Don't fire, if I was in there like that, consultant, fire the CEO, fire the chief operating officer, the financial controller can do one, and actually a number of people in accounts can as well, because if you let something go bankrupt, you shouldn't really be in the position. But of course, no one's been fired because it's public sector, so no one's accountable for anything. Okay, that. And then I would bring in an emergency staff force to resurrect Birmingham and stop them, because they've wasted so much money. I mean, you saw what happened at the bloody games in Birmingham. We had all sorts of people who were paid too much money, and that's where the money's gone. Anyway, they've got a statue, 25 grand, a woman in a hijab. But because they've gone bankrupt, they can't afford to turn the lights on. Kate Moss in her hijab, they can't see her anyway because she's in darkness. You want to see me live? You're so darling. I tell you, it's a right laugh. It's a riot. We have a riot. It's basically, and I always say this, and I mean it. These gigs that I do, and I'm going to be on the road permanently from March until August. I'll be like that. I'll have eye bags. We'll have to get the sellotape. You can buy face tape, can't you? Everyone's laughing about the hijab woman in the dark. I'm going to need to tape my face behind my ears, like Sharon Osbourne, but with less Ozempic. How about that? Is that good? Except you see then your mouth goes all funny. Basically, at the end of this tour, But do come, because on the road, honestly, it's about being in the room. I promise you, it's nothing to do with me. I don't do this actually at all. I don't want to be like, don't do this for me. What I mean is, I genuinely do this because I believe it's my kind of calling to bring us together and to feel better. I genuinely believe that. You can mock me all you want. I genuinely believe it. Do you know I had someone email me to say they weren't going to join the Katie's Arms anymore because all I do is talk about my tour? Okay, well, you know what I mean? Like, why come back and tell me that and be unkind? Like, oh, sorry, was I charging you to watch Katie's Arms? Did you have to pay to be here and have a bit of a laugh at me? Did I, was it an inconvenience that I talked about the tour that I'm going on that you can come to? You know what I mean? Right, what would you like to talk about? We've got 5 minutes. Oh, do you want to... Oh, I probably shouldn't show you what Shall I show you? Lanzarote. Oh, the tour made me feel better. That's what I'm saying. After we've done the show and, when people come up after and we have chit-chats and stuff, there's loads of tears. Because people just get to... Because you laugh, you offload. It's like unpacking a suitcase. Because you unpack the top layer, other stuff comes out. And so people laugh. We laugh at me. We laugh at my disasters. We laugh how stupid I am. And then after the laughter, there's always these tears because people unpack all these things that you're carrying. You don't even know that you're carrying this, but you're carrying it all. Do you want to see something really gross? Okay, this is not good. This is not good. Please, no sympathy, no nothing. I chose this. I chose to have my veins stripped out. You ready? So this is now, what are we? Are we Friday? Yes, Katie's Arms, Friday. So we are 8 days later. That is gross. Look at that. Everyone's like, oh, Kate, you look great. You look great. Yeah, look at that. How disgusting is that? Okay, that wasn't good. What the Yeah, so I had my varicose vein stripped out of my leg from the top, from up here. So there's a big cut here. And then about, I guess it was like, how many was it? Like 20 cuts through my leg, isn't it? So the bruise just hangs out for now. But I have seen a few people, I've been running around and stuff, and people have been like, yeah, look. People are like, okay. Very flexible, not very flexible at all. Please come to Birmingham. I feel like we are coming to Birmingham. Are we not? I don't know. Right, what would you like to chat about now? Hijab. No more about the hijab. Newcastle. I can't remember, you have to look. So yeah, I should probably tell you how to see. So www.katiesarms.com. So if you go to katiesarms.com, sign up. If you haven't signed up already, we'll never bother you. We'll never try and sell you anything. I promise I will never do any of the selling that I'm now offered to do. I'll never push stuff at you. If you go there, you'll see. If you go to events, all the tour dates are up there. So do go and look. I will be great to see you. I am going to Ireland and to Scotland and to Wales so that nobody feels left out. I need tickets for Karen's Diner. I think we sold out at Karen's Diner and I know it's going to be epic. So maybe when we've been, if Karen's Diner are all happy with what we've done, maybe we can book again. I think that's probably the way to go, isn't it? I watched your interview with Tommy. Thank you. So, Tommy and I did a podcast together. Well, it's Tommy's podcast. And I kind of just let it all out. All the stuff I've never really talked about. I just let it all go. And Tommy was like, I never knew any of this. And I was like, yeah, I know, I never talked about it. So there was a weird thing where, there was so much that went on. And some of it was so awful. Oh no. This always happens, doesn't it? Some of it was so awful that, every time I just did that thing I talked about at the front end, when you go, right, come on then. That's what I did. So even when it got extreme, and I was having seizures or I was having my brain surgery and being sued and had Hope Not Hate at me and had people trying to take my kids and I would just be like, come on then. And I never ever told anyone what was going on, or I never talked about what was happening. So I just kind of kept putting it in, thinking maybe if you just keep taking pain, one day it will all be okay. And also you keep taking the pain and let them still do that stuff to you. You know what I mean? So even though you're really, really hurting or really, really suffering, or you don't have a skull, or your brain surgery hasn't gone that great, or you've got meningitis, don't tell anyone. Just keep being the person that they hate. Because, you can still carry that. It doesn't matter. So you get invited for the award. Even though you're none of those things, and a lot of what went on in the setup of that, and that you accepted because you did it with all your heart for the right reasons. And you think, I'll just keep all of that pain in and keep marching on, because you don't want to be a whinger, but inside you know how much you carried, and therefore you know what they did to you even when you were not necessarily going to make it, for example. So so it was a kind of a journey thing, and a lot of talking honestly, but me and Tommy have been around a long time now, and it's funny how things are changing, and now people are like, oh, I'm going to talk about Katie, or I'm going to talk about Tommy, because it's okay to talk about us now. And that's very nice and everything, but, there was a long time where we were definitely not able to even breathe in our own country. So, and I think there is a point, I saw something today where someone said, oh, I met Tommy, and turns out he's a good guy that wants the best for his country. And there's a part of me, I know you have to be grateful for support, and you have to be grateful that people are waking up, and you should always be grateful, and we hold the line and we support each other. But there's a part of me when they go, do you know what? He's actually a good guy. There's a part of me that wants to go, yes, our people knew that. It's nice that you're acknowledging it now because you're able to, but we don't really need you to tell us that Tommy's a good guy with a heart of gold, because we knew that a decade ago. Your job now is to listen to him, maybe. Not think that you are now the arbiter of who's a good guy. But all of that's not really kind, is it? That's just me being very honest there. Okay, I've probably overspoken there a little bit, but because in no way do I want to be ungrateful for all the lovely support from newcomers. But all I would say to newcomers is, I know who I am, and I don't need you to translate to your followers for me that it turns out I or Tommy or whomever is quite a nice person. Thank you. You get me? Right. So my loves, come on, Tommy. I know. I spoke to him earlier today. He's I feel like it's been a long time, but it's a good time to be alive. So I will love you and leave you. If you could see, I'm not even going to show you because I'm ashamed of the state of my room. It's not very military at all. My any of the lads would be like, Hopkins, I'm going to tidy this up, I'm going to pack it in a suitcase, I'm going to get myself to an airport, and I'm going to come home to the UK and carry on fighting the good fight. And if you get in my way, you better watch yourself. Okay. Thanks everybody for joining. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all the kindness. Thank you for the emails. Thank you for your comments. I can't start recognizing how much kindness there is, otherwise it'll set me off, as you can see. So thanks for all you do for me. You aren't followers and you aren't supporters. You are the light that leads the way, and you are the light that lights my path. So thank you all very much, and I hope you have a lovely weekend. Remember, no guilt. Remember, don't waste your energy in beating yourself up. There's plenty of other people that will do that for you. Hold your energy, hold your power, and dispense it wisely in a way that's best for you or your family or the people that you love. Okay, see you on the road.